Hello my loves, welcome back to yet another bare naked face with Mr. JOVI. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply the perfect, most flawless base makeup for summertime. If you have oily skin and if your makeup does not last a long time, if the oil production breaks down your makeup and it comes sliding down your face because summer, dude, I'm going to show you how to keep your face looking matte and keep your makeup on your face looking fresh all day long. So, if this is the very first time you're seeing this face, hello, I am JOVI. Please take a second to click that subscribe button just underneath this video. Now let's get started. When it comes to having a flawless base makeup, guys, the most important thing is not to grab the most expensive foundation or powder. It is to have your skin at its optimal level. The better your skin looks and feels, the better your base makeup is going to be, because that is the foundation of your makeup to rest on. So if your skin is looking amazing, your foundation will look amazing. If you have oily skin and if you have a lot of oil production, your pores might appear larger than usual because it's hot and your skin needs to breathe. Also, during summer months, we tend to get a lot more blackheads and whiteheads because of the excess sebum production and blocked pores and whatnot. So I highly recommend using a clay mask at least once or twice a week depending on your skin, because a good clay mask is going to completely pull out all those impurities out of your pores, refresh your skin. And a clay mask like this one, the Lakme Matte Moist Clay Mask, also contains green tea, which is an amazing antioxidant. So it refreshes your skin, gives it a boost of antioxidant, removes impurities from your skin. So it smoothens out the texture of your skin and also makes your pores appear tighter if you use it consistently at least once or twice a week. If you have an important function, I definitely recommend using this clay mask one day before or just before applying your makeup. So of course, skincare is absolutely pivotal to having an amazing base makeup. So I have freshly cleansed skin right now. I am going to apply a layer of toner to refresh my skin and also get my pores to kind of look smaller. And today I'm using the Lakme 95 Matte Moist Mattifying Face Toner. This contains green tea with all of its amazing antioxidant properties, and this also contains witch hazel, which is amazing for oily skin to curb the oiliness. Now there is an unnecessary villainization of witch hazel. Witch hazel is actually really good for your skin if used in the right amount and also coupled with a good moisturizer. So you don't really have to be scared of using witch hazel, guys. I'm gonna give that a few seconds to settle into my skin and then we will move on to moisturizer. Now you would think that oily skin people do not need a moisturizer because my skin already produces oil. Now oil is different from moisturizing. Your skin needs a moisturization even if you have oily skin. If you feel uncomfortable using a traditional moisturizer, all you have to do is choose a moisturizer that is made especially for oily skin, that has a mattifying property and has a very light, airy, gel-like texture. And that's exactly what I love about the Lakme 95 Matte Moist Moisturizer. This is a really inexpensive, easily available mattifying moisturizer with the benefit of green tea. So here we have my skin after the toner. Gosh guys, I love that gorgeous glow that this toner gives me. It's just that perfect priming layer before a base makeup, because this is just going to grip onto your foundation and give you a very hydrating glow without making you look oily. Anyways, I'm gonna take a little bit of this moisturizer and apply it right on top of my face. Of course, if you have a long day and if you're going out in the sun, you have to wear a sunscreen on top of this. I'm not going out today, so I'm skipping out on the sunscreen. And do you see how that moisturizer immediately took down that shine? The whole effect is just, I don't know, stunning. Do you see what my skin looks like? Again, I'm gonna give this moisturizer like 5 to 10 minutes to completely absorb into my skin. Also, Lakme is very kindly sponsoring this video, so I want to take a second to thank them for supporting my channel and also help me make these amazing content for you. And now I'm gonna take just a little bit of primer and press that into my cheek area right here, where a tiny little bit of my pores, you know, kind of peek through. When we want we're talking flawless foundation, we want to kind of cement these pores shut. Otherwise, you guys, we need pores, okay? Do not write a hate letter to your pores. Show them some appreciation. They might not look amazing like the filtered images on Instagram, but we need pores. I'm also applying a little bit on my forehead because I have some fine lines right there. also on my smile lines to fill out any possible creasing on my smile line. And also I'm applying the tiniest little amount, and today I'm using the Lakme Absolute Blur Perfect Primer. The next step is the actual foundation. Do you see how many steps before the actual foundation we have to do to have that flawless looking base? Yeah, you wouldn't have thought that, right? Anyways, for foundation today, I'm taking the K-Beauty foundation in the shade 180Y. The reason I'm taking this foundation is because it's a very lightweight foundation and it gives your skin a very dewy matte finish. Leaves your skin basically looking like skin. That's what I like. I don't really like the look of a powder matte crazy wipe out effect, you know. I am using a makeup sponge to press this all into my skin. Can you see how the foundation is just where is it? You know, it just blends into the skin. I have a whole review and wear test on my Instagram, so if you would like to see that, definitely check that out on my Instagram. As you can see, I've got a very natural looking medium layer of foundation all over my skin. Now, if you want full coverage, apply one more layer. I'm gonna do that right now just to show you what it will look like. And this time around, apply the extra layer of foundation only to areas that you really need. I have a little bit of acne marks on my cheek area, so that is the only place I'm applying this extra layer of foundation. It's time for concealer, and as always, I love using two different shades of concealer, and I've gone into a little bit more detail and explanation of why and how to choose two different shades of concealer in this video, my full detailed bridal makeup tutorial, so definitely check that out. Now I'm taking that darker shade of concealer and I'm gonna wipe out my hyperpigmentation, which is around my mouth area. This has gotten so much better over the years. You guys have noticed it as well. And it's all thanks to mindful skincare. And I have so many videos on the products that I've used and my particular skincare routine. So if you have missed out any of those, link is right here. If you have a really oily skin, this is when you might want to try the art of baking. I'm not the biggest fan of baking on my skin because I don't have excessively oily skin. But if you do, this will be amazing for you. All you need is two different shades of powder if possible. One of a lighter shade and one of a darker shade to match your concealer shades. So I'm taking the K-Beauty powder in the shade Olive and I'm going to load up my wet sponge. And then I'm going to tap that just underneath my eyes. And remember guys, when you bake, you have to apply powder a little excessively. It's not about blending out your powder. And then I'm going to take the shade Pecan, which is slightly darker, and I'm going to apply that to where your face gets really oily, like the top of your forehead. Even around your mouth, you know how much you sweat around your mouth, especially with the mask on, right? I'm also going to take a little bit of the Lakme finishing powder because this has a beautiful sheen to it and I love applying a little bit of that just underneath my eyes. It's gorgeous. While this is baking on my face, I'm going to take a little bit of contour and just chisel out my face. I'm using this Inglot palette and mix up these lighter shades first. Once again guys, I've gone in great depth and detail in my bridal makeup tutorial, so I'm gonna rush through this because the steps are exactly the same. Now I'm taking a big fluffy brush with nothing on it and I'm going to dust off all of our bake. And now for my blush. I'm not going to apply another powder product because I feel like when you overdo on the powder, you can look cakey. So I'm going to take the Molten Matte Lip and Cheek color from Nykaa. This is a gorgeous shade, guys. This is in Betty. So I'm going to apply a little bit on the back of my hand so I have a little bit more control on the amount of color I want to apply. So working that onto my fingertip, I'm going to press that on my cheeks like that. And of course, go back with the Beauty Blender to blend it out. Now this will give you the flush and also give you that skin-like sheen on your face. Not too powdery and caked on, you know, not like you applied tons and tons of makeup, which we did, but nobody is gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Base makeup is almost done, guys. It's time for highlighter, and today I'm using the PAC Baked Highlighter, a much forgotten but an amazing highlighter. So just because you have oily skin, don't be afraid to apply highlighter. you just need to pick the right highlighter. So this one is perfect for people with oily skin, people with larger pores, because this is just so finely milled and it's not blinding, but it gives you a gorgeous glow that does not accentuate the texture on your skin. A little bit on the tip of your nose and the bridge of your nose, brow bone, and that's it. To lock this whole thing down, guys, the very final step, which is crucial, is a setting spray, and use a matte finish setting spray. I love this one from NYX, and I'm gonna keep this afar. So when we apply that toner in the beginning of the makeup, it's going to prevent excessive oil production, and this setting spray is going to seal in that makeup. So together, both of them are gonna sandwich this makeup and make sure that it sticks on your face for the entire day. Our base makeup is done. So I'm gonna finish off my eyes and then we will say our final goodbyes. Alright, here we have the final face. I decided to go for a pretty heavy smoky eyes. Of course, you can go for something very subtle and very neutral as well. I kept the lips pretty mauve and neutral to match my top and my nails, my bow, and the whole vibe, you know. So that is what the base looks like, guys. I like the fact that my skin is not oily looking. It does not look dull and tired. It looks fresh, and it's a modern version of matte. So it's got a little bit of glow. It looks hydrated. It looks healthy. It's not flat and matte, but it looks fresh and matte. Does that make any sense? I'm sure it does, right? I am so feeling this look, you guys. Let me know in the comments once you try it how you liked it. Will you do that? Will you do that for me? Also, here is a fabulous close-up to see all of my skin imperfections. There are no filters. This is what the base, the skin looks like. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please do not forget to click that like button. It helps me out so much. The lipstick eyeshadow details will be down in the description bar below. Do not forget to check that out as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you. I hope you have a fabulous day today, and I shall see you in my next one. Mwah!